What's up, guys? I'm Karen to some this podcast.
Yeah, hold on.
Welcome to another episode of Karen Talks.
Okay.
What's the name of this?
Like, it's just from the archives podcast. Like, that's my Instagram name. I didn't come up with a separate name.
From the archives. I like that name.
Archives. That's a good one.
I'd use that.
Oh, welcome, guys, to the third episode of this podcast series. And today I'm here with me some of my friends. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Nadine.
I'm Camilla.
Yeah. So for today's episode, it's gonna be a bit different. We brought in food, so it's gonna be kind of like, in a mukbang. Yeah.
Mukbang.
First we have with us Popeyes, we got like 3 drumsticks, right? Those are drumsticks. A biscuit, fries, then the chicken nuggets, which are actually really small. And then, do you want to explain this dish?
Oh, my grandma, when she saw Nadine and Farron come, she made blinchiki, which is like a Russian dish. It's like dough. It's like a crepe, but inside there's like meat and like some vegetables. It's really good.
And then
I got Edo as well because I'm really hungry.
And there's like 4-piece sushi. And do you want to explain your drink situation?
Alright, so we got this. We got this stuff. Is like root beer. It's pretty good. And I don't know what this is, but I think it's like Coca-Cola. And this is that green tea stuff that used to be in a can, but then they like got cheap on us.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it used to be like, remember like Arizona's?
I know. I just thought it was a different.
They actually went cheap. I don't know what happened.
No way.
And then this thing again.
This looks good.
I don't know. It's like some mango.
Doritos?
Oh,
Dude, I'm obsessed with the guava Doritos. It's so good.
It looks really
Guava.
cool.
Yeah, guava Doritos. We have that at the ESS office.
Oh,
Have you
really?
gotten it?
No, I haven't tried it.
It's so good.
That's so
ESS.
Engineering Student Society.
Cool.
Okay.
Club.
Yeah, she's like really involved in it.
Couldn't be me.
What is it? This is the... Okay, I don't know how to open this.
Is that what you were struggling with? This
Yeah, I was like looking, I was like,
I think.
No way.
oh my god.
No problem.
Okay, do you
I
want...
think I'm gonna have the
Shall
root beer.
we?
Can you grab me the second root beer?
Okay, let's put some stuff in my plate, in our plates, because I kind of want to... Okay, oh, there's chicken nuggets too, I forgot.
Why is it spicy?
Really? Did you get the spicy one? I think you got
My
the
spice tolerance is 0. I'm actually fake. Like, I'm not fake cultured.
She's a fake cultured person.
You got some mashed potatoes over here.
I forgot about the mashed potatoes.
Really?
They're so
Split this
small.
up.
Oh, that just coat like
Fair.
nesty.
Camilla, you want some?
Thank you. There's so much skin.
Oh, you're gonna do some ASMR for
was
the
it gonna
camera?
turn off?
What is it? How's your thing going?
It's actually good. It's good.
Do you have it often?
Yeah. Dude, actually, well, I don't really get fast food too much, but when I do, I was just really craving noodles when you asked. So I really wanted
Does anybody want to... Can we split the biscuit?
True.
I'm gonna split into quarters.
There's sauces too. I kind of forgot what they were. There was boiled barbecue and buttermilk ranch. They ran out of like the one I wanted first, and then yeah. Okay. It's hard to eat at
I
times.
like the chicken strips. We don't have chicken strips, but like last time I went to Popeyes, I got chicken strips. instead.
Have you had the burger? No, yeah, like the sandwich. Like, you remember it was like really famous? It was on TikTok and everything.
Wasn't there a TikTok sound for Popeyes?
I just have a whole bunch of random videos on like TikTok.
Yeah.
I think I went to the mall today,
Yeah.
and all those, like, you know, like high school kids, they go to the mall and stuff. Styles change so much. I feel like I'm out of touch.
Style? I think your style is really
No. But like
good.
No. I went to the mall. You know that thing with the shoelaces around your pants?
I thought that was just a TikTok thing.
I swear to God, every girl I saw that looked like high school was doing that with their pants.
No way.
Like, they all looked the same. And then, like, everyone was, like, wearing, like some sort of, like, it just looked like a uniform that I hadn't seen yet. Because, like, we're not in high school anymore. And I was like... And then today I saw something about, like, pushing pee. Do you know what that means?
What does that mean?
I keep seeing that as
What does it
well.
mean? Does anyone know?
What it is?
I feel old. I'm like, I don't know what this
Pushing
means.
pee, but I even saw like people our age using it as well.
Me too.
I don't know what's going on.
Bro, it means something, but I have no idea what it means, so...
I just feel out of touch.
But I feel like your style is really with the Gen Z, like the flare pants, and then this shirt, like it's a nice matching, it's really nice.
Dude, I've been really into turtlenecks lately.
Nice.
I'm loving the turtleneck vibe.
Because it can be both, like professional and like, you know, chilling, casual.
Yeah.
I feel like it just, yeah.
I just feel like I look huge when I wear a turtleneck.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
what do you mean?
I just feel like I look bulk, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that.
But you say you like bulk.
But not like that. Like walking around the office, like getting a coffee like this.
We kind of got a bit sidetracked. But anyway, so I guess if you've noticed in like every episode in the beginning, I always ask like MBTI, right? So I made these two people do the MBTI, of course. And she got ESFJ and you got ESTJ, which was really similar to each other, right? The only difference is like Nadine thinks is very think. And then Camilla's, you know, like in the feels a bit more.
It's a little weird though.
I know. I don't know if I trust that too much. But
Yeah. It's like
I'd say
Because Indeed knows.
it depends on like what I'm thinking about. Because if it's like
That's
school
probably it.
or work or
That's probably
something,
it.
my feelings are not there.
Yeah, no, me too.
But-
You know?
do you think like you make decisions like based on feelings? Because I feel like even
No.
in high school you've never done
like,
that,
what
which is
kind
really
of-
good.
But it depends with people. I have a soft spot.
Yeah, I see what you
It
mean.
depends though.
I feel like it depends.
But like,
yeah.
Indeed's a lot more logical.
Yeah, you're a lot more logical.
Yeah.
But with school and stuff, I'm like,
On your
Like, you
too.
definitely remind me of your mom. Like, you're definitely like a split image of your mom, I swear.
yeah, 100%.
it's a problem because my dad is definitely a thinker. Like, there's no feelings in that man. Like,
Yeah.
like
Is it
it's
just like a
no, same
brown
with
dad
mine.
thing?
And my dad
Same
is
with
like
mine.
complete feeling. My mom is complete feeling.
Really?
Wait, what?
Completely.
I thought your mom was like
Wait,
big.
never mind then. Never mind.
I haven't
She's
take that
complete
back.
feeling.
I take that back.
No, but that's just how the personality category goes into.
I don't know. I just stopped saying about myself. Like, I'm so sick of like just people like, oh, you know what I mean? Just like picking apart your life. I just like stopped. I'm
I
like,
feel you.
how are you doing? I'm alive. That's the baseline.
Wait, what do you mean by
Like-
like picking apart? Like if I ask you how you are and then like
Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like everyone has an opinion about like how you're managing your life. Or, like, everybody has like something to say about it. So like,
Wait, are you referring to like adults or like students?
adults, students, coworkers, everyone has like an opinion about it. Like at work, it's like, oh, like I'm doing all these sports and like I'm like really passionate about it. And they're like, oh, like, yeah, that's great you're doing that while you're young, but like, you know, as you get older and like get married and stuff, that's not going to be a thing anymore. And it's like, I didn't need to hear that
Yeah,
because
you don't
I
need
can
to hear
still make
that.
that a part of my life. Or like when you like talk to other like people in school with the, whether they're an eng or not, and you like tell them like, oh, like, yeah, like I like to do sports and stuff, like that's my extracurricular. Like sometimes I get the, or you were like in any like teams, like eng teams, I'm like, no, like I don't have the passion for that. Like that's just not what I want to do with my extracurriculars. And if somebody wants to do that, like fine, that's great. But like for me, it's just not
like
fun.
your thing.
So they always comment, like it's like,
Dad, I had no
it's
idea.
like I just want to like do me and live my life and not have anybody like, or like, oh, in it's like so easy for people to like judge you on your co-op decisions.
Really?
So like first semester, everybody like, some people got like co-ops working for the university. Some people got co-ops that like weren't really related to Eng, and then some people got like really good co-ops, right? And then like people were so like judgmental. Like there was this guy in my class, and he was telling this one girl because she didn't get a co-op, but she was like, she had like one of the best averages in her class, and he was like telling her, he was like, oh, your good grades don't count because you didn't get a co-op. It's like people always have stuff to say, and it's just really irritating.
So bad.
So I'm like, I just don't say anything anymore. And like,
I feel like you've become like that more. Like you're really like to yourself more.
yeah, I feel like in
Yeah.
high school I used to talk a lot, and now I'm just like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna
Not
know
tough.
anything unless like you're my friend, you know?
That's actually a really good like mindset to go by.
Yeah.
Because not everyone deserves to know you. You know,
No.
like you're too good for these people.
I also sometimes though I feel like I'm like the reason that I wouldn't say like a lot of like the positions, for example, if I have like a position, I like tend not to mention like, oh, I like work with like whatever. But like the reason for that is like I low-key feel like I'm bragging. Do you ever get that where like you feel like you're
Oh no!
oh
in the ranch.
It's okay. It's okay.
Do some more.
ASMR. Yo, this is gonna be like really bad sound. It's just gonna muffle for like.
do you know what I mean? Like I'm like I don't want to say that to people. I don't want to be like
Do you want this?
I don't
It's
know.
so bad. No.
No, you, okay.
It's so bad because like I feel like nowadays like our generation is so competitive
It's
because
so
that's the
competitive.
standard. Like back in the day when people would apply to university and whatever, it was just like have a good grade and that's it. Like
Call it
you're
a day.
in,
Call it a day.
right? But like now it's like you need to be freaking like flying planes. Like you need to be like president for at least 4 years. You need to have this. Plus you need to be like an A+ student.
Good interview skills. Good social skills. Learn a software.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's so cutthroat that like, no, you can't. Everyone's just like gunning for you. You know, it's just like.
I also think though that kind of depends on
The company
Like-
right now? Is that what you're saying?
no, but also kind of the university as well. Like I would imagine
100%.
100% is a lot more competitive in like than
You know, to not.
Are
My
you-
class is
what?
not. It depends. If you're in like software eng, they're
I've
like.
heard like so much about like the
They
fact
will-
that like they're so competitive with each other and like everyone's always like, ooh.
My
actually-
class is not like that. I don't know if it's because it's just like
Probably
the
'cause
people.
it's so small, right?
It's so small, but like I don't know, the people are super nice and like kind of just like, oh, like
Yeah.
if anybody needs help with co-ops, like here's a job, here's this, like. But like once you get into software engine and stuff like that,
You know? Same.
it's like, oh,
I was talking to one of my friends about this because some of us are in civil, right? And then like I've never had a bad civil experience, like in terms of like the people I interact with. Like our group is not a group, like our class is like 100 or not even 80 to 100 people, right? And then like everyone in civil is so nice. Like obviously there's gonna be like those like freaking out, what is it, odd people out, right? But it's not a big thing. Like everyone's really supportive. It's really a nice system. But then sorry, the food is like it's so hard to talk to you. But then I talk to people who are in mech and software, and then my friends who are in software, like it's so bad. Like a prime example, this summer. Okay, I was there alone. I was gonna go out after. I was like, oh hey, how are you? Like I just said out of courtesy, hey, how's it going? Like how are you? He's like, oh, I just finished like a 40-hour internship with like this company, and like it's been so tiring.
Internship or interview? 40-hour in?
Like 40-hour per week. Like I've been working 40 hours per week for like this internship, and you know just so much, but I'm gonna do this and that and accomplishments, and I'm like, I just said hi out of courtesy. Like take that in, please. Like don't
that's
talk
what I'm
to me.
saying. I'm like, this is why I don't say anything anymore because it's like, it's just, you know what? Just let's just all keep to ourselves and that's it. Like if I'm alive, that's all you gotta know.
Yeah,
that's
that's all
it.
you gotta-
You know.
It's too much. Like I had a few interactions like that. I'm like, I don't want to know this about you. Like, I'm not close with you. Like, you don't care about me. I don't care about you. There's no point in, like, wasting this time period to, like, say that. So that's what is wrong with these people.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was just like, yeah.
It's a
That's
tough time.
Yeah, so then I can't even imagine, like, universities, like, have software edge who are, like, highly recruiting from, like, Silicon Valley type.
Well, they're like, they say Cali or bust. Like, that's, like, the term there. Like, if you don't get an internship at, like, Microsoft or Tesla or, like, any of those, like, cool
Yeah.
places, they're like, doesn't count. It's useless.
Oh my god.
So, and, like, used to do this snaky thing where they, at the end of the term, they release your ranking in the class. So out of the 80 people in your class, you'd log into the ranking portal, and then a number would appear beside your name. You wouldn't see anybody else's ranking, but you'd be
Okay.
like,
Oh.
5 out of 80, 30 out of 80,
80 out of
or
80.
80 out of 80, and that's like your grade compared to everybody else. You know, and first
That
term,
does.
it's tough times,
Wow,
right?
That
'Cause, like,
does something to you.
yeah, so like first term, everybody got their rankings. I didn't look because I was like, I don't want to look. I know I'm gonna be like subpar. Yeah, I'm not trying to disappoint my day like that. And like everybody looked, and then first guy onto the chat, like Discord chat. What's everyone's ranking?
No.
And of course, there's a guy that's like, oh, I'm like exactly mid, or like, oh, I'm like dead last, guys, like the funny people. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, like I relate, right?
Yeah, I relate, yeah.
And then it's like, anybody top 10? Silence, right? And it's like, who got one? And it was like this huge mystery. And like, people started to tell their friends, and that stuff leaked so quick. Like, the girl who got like second was like, it leaked. But nobody knows who got first still. And it just like created this atmosphere of like,
Yeah, it's so bad.
like stuff.
I feel like I wouldn't care. I feel like, dude, like academics does not count for a lot. Like at this point, like honestly, at this day and age, I'm like, seriously, you seriously just need to pass your classes. Like you just need to have a general understanding of your stuff that you're doing, just enough that you can apply it generally to the work that you do in the future. Like my internship that I'm on right now, like yes, I apply mechanical things, but it's not like solve this complex thermodynamic equation right now, you know? It's like never that type of stuff, and you have time to learn it. It's like,
and there's so many
school is like, dude, you just gotta get through it. Like the theoretical stuff is like, it's really not
exactly
the most important thing, and like especially trying to get like an A+ in every class, or like trying to do the best in every class. I think that's overrated. Like I feel like you should put more time into your extracurriculars or stuff that you're interested in doing, more so than that. Like for example, the engineering terms that I'm on, like I feel like I learn a lot more from that, like in terms of application of what I'm learning, than like I do just sitting there learning about theories that exit your brain after the exam. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I agree.
no, like even if it's not eng related, like they like anything. Like, what was I gonna say? No, like, you know how many jobs I applied to, like, this week, which they didn't even require your transcript. They didn't even ask for my GPA, you know? So that's why, like, I hate the competitiveness that they put into that aspect.
Well, like,
I don't think most jobs apply for...
You know what the funny thing is? Those jobs are like, what's your work experience? You know what I mean? Like all my co-op terms have, like, gone back to the same company, because, I don't know, it's just, like, been a good time. They always, like...
Makes sense.
They're always like, oh, come back. So I'm like, okay. So, like, I go back, and it's always like, okay, what was your previous work experience? Like, what was that? Nothing. Never have I been asked, like, oh, like, what courses have you taken that apply to... No. Like, no one's ever asked me that.
It doesn't really matter. Like, as long as you pass your degree, you're gonna graduate with the same degree as someone who got A+ in each.
Yeah. C's they do get degrees.
Yeah, and, like, the only difference is, when you do interviews... If someone has all A+ but doesn't have any extracurriculars, you would have work experience to talk about. Your extracurricular is experience. So
yeah, it is experience.
I was building this thing, or I was doing this, and I was doing this. Like, applying my knowledge that I learned in my classes, not just... Like, not only did I finish this class, doesn't matter if I was, like, the smartest person or the dumbest person, I finished it. And, like, as long as you have a general understanding, I don't think it's, like...
Yeah. No, literally, that's so true.
And then, like, okay, the thing about it is, like, a lot of Eng finals, like, they're literally 50%, you know? Like, it's a lot of weight on one day, and I'm sure you have, like, 60 to 70%, right? That's insane. So, like, you can't really justify an understanding of a whole course in a day like that. Like, it's really hard. And, like, I was talking to, like, my dad and stuff, too, like, who did Eng a long time ago, and, bro, their finals were, like, 80, 90, some 100. Like, that's insane. Like, that's actually insane. 100%
I know.
on one day. Like, that's insane.
Yeah. You could totally have, like, a bad day that day. Or the day before.
Or, like, if something happens, like, bro, like, anything can happen. You break a leg, this family member's sick, you're feeling like this COVID.
No, I think it really hit me when COVID started, and, like, I did my first online term. Like, I went to this period, like, halfway through, and I was like, why am I, like, exhausting myself? Like, I just need to stop. Like, this is not enjoyable. Like, I'm just, like, killing myself for, like, unenjoyable marks. And I could just be getting those same marks doing half the effort.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it just hit me, and I was like, no.
Yeah. I remember that summer, you were so depressed.
I was done.
She
I was done,
so
dude.
depressed.
I was done with it.
The Dino's, like, next level. I was like, oh my god.
Bro, I really, like, we had this ECE class. It was, like, electrical circuits.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't understand any of it.
Why do they make civil engineers take that?
Why do they make
they applied it to us. They somehow found a way to apply it to ArcEng.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I wasn't listening. The second he introduced some imaginary numbers, I was like, wow.
Yeah, they added imaginary numbers.
I am too lost for this. Because, like, already I was not understanding any of it. And it was all online. And the guy had, like, the thickest Arab accent. And, like, I was like, okay, this hits home. Like, this is, like, my dad teaching me right now. But the man would, like, somebody be like, I don't understand this, professor. Please say it again. Or, like, please repeat it again or whatever. He would just, like, say it, like, louder. And he'd, like, ASMR into the mic. He's like, why don't you get this? Like, he'd literally just shout it at you through the screen. And it was just like, I'm not going to learn anything. Like, I'm really not going to learn.
It's like my dad teaching me.
Yeah, so at some point I was like, no, I can't do this. So then, I think it was, like, the last class. Like, the quizzes were worth, like, 80% of our mark, and there were 5.
Yeah.
So you can like do the math. But
Yeah.
the last quiz, I was like, I can pass this course without doing it. So I
had
didn't
that
do
too.
it. I did not do
Yo,
the quiz.
good job,
I just
good
moved
job.
on with my life.
I'm proud of
Honestly,
you.
best decision I've ever made. Because the quiz I skipped because I was like,
Don't
I
you do
don't know.
F is equal to MA or F,
F
is
is
equal to 0?
zero,
Sorry,
yeah.
F is equal to 0. Mech is F is equal to MA.
Yeah.
Like,
Shit.
There was a time, you know, when UFC had the CR thing, some people didn't even write the final, and it was like 40%.
Honestly, I don't blame them.
I don't blame them at all.
I never took a CR and I low-key regret it for I
Really?
should have CR dynamics.
You didn't take a CR?
I should have, no, because I was really scared. I was like, because they were being so, like,
Sus about
iffy
it.
about, like, how it would affect you in the future. And I was like, how is this going to affect me? And they couldn't really give you, like, an
Yeah.
answer, right? So I was like, dude, what if this somehow, like, comes back? And it was like, all of my grades were, like, high, except for the freaking dynamics.
Yeah, dynamics
Like,
is
that
bad.
was kind of fricked up.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was so
really
bad.
messed up class. Not even in terms of, like, the materials, just the way that he
Yeah,
did it.
yeah, the...
Really?
Or the way that the assessments were done. Yeah, dude. It was like dynamics is like stuff that you like would typically do
Yeah.
written. Like they would mark your written work, right? So you get
Okay,
part
okay.
marks, right? But the way that they did it, because it was online, was they made it all numerical response. And so if you
see.
didn't get it, you just got a 0. So like
Oh my
it
god.
was a tough
No.
time. Because like yeah, for a course that's supposed to be written, you're supposed to get part marks.
I can't
which
believe
means
that.
it's like very hard for you to fail if you get part marks unless you don't know your. But like if you're doing a numerical response, even if you know your stuff, even if you don't know all of it, but you know like generally,
Some
it's
props.
so easy to get zeros because like if you just mess, I literally would get like a 0 on a question because
Wow,
the
wow,
answer
wow.
was negative and I put like the same magnitude but positive, and I was like,
No,
that is
like-
not a 0. I did the question. I did.
Yeah.
That is not a
But you
0.
know what they say? It's like, oh, in the real end world, you can't make mistakes.
But
'cause
that's not
lives.
true. That's not a. That's a lie. That's
You
such
know
a
what?
lie.
You're not even doing hand calculations at that
Yeah.
point.
No,
You're
you're not.
scrubbing it into an application for you.
And also, you
Like-
have checkers. Like you have people.
Yeah.
Like for example, at my company
It's
right
tough
now,
times.
like you do something, like they give like you something to do. You're not gonna. It's not like an end all.
No, it's
be
a,
all.
like, I felt like it was end all be all. It was so bad. And then, like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at Reddit now, like, our UFC Reddit, and it's, like, the same cycle again. I see so many people for the same course, and, like, I'm, like, 5%, 4% below, like, it's just, like, I'm like, yo, bro, I've been through that. Like, honestly, just deal with it. Like, it's rough, but there's
That's
nothing you
so
can do.
rough.
Yeah, but I'm sure every other university or, like, in engineering programs, they have, you know? Like, they purposely, like, for no reason, you know? I'm just
No,
like...
it happened to me this semester. So it was like with a project. It was our year-end project. So instead of a final for solid mechanics, we had a project where we had to design the bridge, do all the drawings, do all the calculations, and then report it. So we did all of that. It was fantastic, like really nice. Like our team was happy with it. We submitted a week early because we were just like. We were grind
Yeah, yeah,
season,
yeah.
baby. Like, best group I've ever worked with. We're like, let's get it done and be done with the semester. We're done. 2 days before the deadline, Mr. Professor emails our group and goes, "Hi guys, can you please redo your entire project because you missed one of the constraints. And one of the constraints is that the bridge cannot have any member that spans more than 15 meters. So, like, if it's a 65 meter span, you gotta have, like, 15 meter, 15 meter, 15 meter, whatever, but it can't go more than that. And we had one piece that was 15.2
No.
meters. And we justified it in the report. So if he had read it, we said, because we saw the constraint, we're saying, we justified it because he was saying that it can't be more than 15 meters because for constructability purposes, it has to fit on a flatbed truck.
Yeah.
And the flatbed truck can't take pieces longer than 15 meters.
Yeah.
So we said, many flatbed trucks can hold 15.2, like up to 15.5 actually, and it doesn't matter because we were doing pour on site concrete anyways. Like
Okay,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
our construction like process, and we justified it, and we said nowhere in the like instructions does it say we have to follow this constraint, right? Like it's just like, oh, 15 meters if you're using a flatbed truck. Right? And we justified it. We sent it off. Manjo's like, no, wrong.
No.
You have to follow the constraint. Like, screw you. He's like, and then this one guy in our group, he's from Quebec, hella French, like hella aggressive.
Oui, oui,
He's
bitch.
like, no. He got so pissed off. He sent the spiciest email I've ever read in my life. Like, actually coming for this man's livelihood.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh. Like, me and my other group were like, this could go bad, but like, I'm kind of here for it. So he sends that. Professor replies and goes, you can take this personally or not, but, you know, like, if you don't make these changes, your mark will suffer. Like, that's pretty much his response. So at this point, we're like, do we take the L or do we not? We didn't do anything about it because we're stubborn people, and we're like, you know what? We did a great job. Take your 15.2 meters and shove it. Like,
Yo, okay,
it's tough times for you. Like, we're done with the semester mentally. Like, good luck. And we got the marks back like a week later. I'm pretty sure they didn't read anybody's reports. Whole class, 100%. That was the average. We both, every single person, we got 100.
Oh.
Every single person got 100. So I'm like, what was this man's deal? Like, coming after us. Like, I'm pretty sure he didn't even mark it. I'm pretty sure it was the TAs who were marking it. And, like, obviously this guy, like, had some ulterior motive because this was the first time he showed any interest in students' lives. Like, the whole semester, he was, like, absolutely the worst piece of thing. And now, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I care for your project, and this is why I'm emailing you 2 days before to redo it, the whole thing.
Imagine if you
Props are actually no, there's no
That'd
chance.
be insane. That would be insane.
There's no chance. I would rather have gone 50% on that project and just been like, yep, than have redone it.
Yeah.
Like, that's how
Holy-
stubborn I am with this shit. Because, like, that's ridiculous. Because we justified it.
Yeah, you justified it. Once you said that, I was like, you could 100% plead your case.
And, like, the rubric is so ambiguous. Like, you can understand it his way or my way. Like, and our whole group understood it one way. And he's like, well, you had time to ask. But we didn't need to ask because we understood it one way. Right?
Dude. These eng props, I swear to God.
The way I went on Rate My Professor and gave him the worst.
Really? What's his score? Like, is it...
Oh, it's tough times. It's, like, really low.
Okay.
He's bad. He would, like, come to class and it was, like, all online, right? So it was, like, a video of, like, him at Waterloo. Because it was half and half. But he'd be up there. Everyone has to wear masks. You can't even hear anything he's saying.
Aww.
And he's, like... He'd, like, look at the lecture notes and be, like... 5 minutes just staring at the page, trying to understand. And he's like, okay. Flips the page, starts writing on the board. He doesn't say a word for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and he's writing, like, vigorously. And he's like mumbling in his speech, so it sounds like ASMR. And then he looks at the class and goes, any questions? What do you mean? Like, what just happened?
Well, I've had so many bad professors. Like, they just refuse to think about
They're so
sides.
stubborn.
Especially in COVID. I literally know international students that had to write their exams in the middle of the night, or the professor refused to upload their lectures that can make them recorded, which means those people would have to stay up and do their lectures at 3 a.m.
That's so mean.
Why? Because the professor doesn't want to record it. But it's like it's not even an inconvenience for them. What do? You click a button, record, and then send it off into D2L. It's not even like a...
It's like that
This
shit.
is a lot better, because now you can see.
Okay, but no.
Just restart that, because I think I moved it.
Okay,
That's okay.
so basically, Camilla went through a phase. I don't know what kind of I don't know what was in her, but like, there was a week in grade 11 where she came to math class. She was like in her winter jacket, hood up, like feet on the desk, bro. Straight up checked out. Like, I've never seen Camilla like absolutely give up on existence. Like, it was just like she was going through it. Like, she was an absolute menace for a week. I thought she
also
hated
keep
me.
in mind, before then I was like a tryhard. Like, I would I would like try pretty hard at my classes, and I was like, I was a tryhard.
Yeah, Camilla
but
went
then
full blast on every class, but then there was this week of just absolute... It was, like, life-changing. I don't know. And then the week was over, and she was like, sorry, man, I just went through it for a week. Like, I remember you, like, came to me and, like, apologized, and you were like, I don't know what happened. After
because
that
I remember I would
point...
sit and I'd be like not talking to you.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, I was like, dude, we were at the front of Davidoff's class. Like, you sat us at the very front. She likes to sit at the very front.
God.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
Dude, I'm sitting here sleeping in front of people.
Yeah, man, she'd be fully knocked out, like, every class, dude, no cares for the teacher, just, like literally like this, like, with the hood up.
Wait, really?
I do remember, yeah. Do you
Oh,
remember
God.
in front of O'Brien?
Oh,
But that's grade 12, that was grade 12.
Yeah, she was in the front.
That was grade 12, though.
I don't know.
I
It was
remember.
like some sort of, like, evolution, okay? And then the week ends, and she comes back, Camilla's different human being. Like she stopped giving to. She just did not study anymore. She started playing Fortnite. It was just like she had like this insane Fortnite addiction out of nowhere. Like she was like this whole other being. Like I think it was a good evolution.
That's
I
crazy.
think it was good as well. I think it was good as well.
That was your like.
Was it that really like that? Changed me for life. Like I have not been that try hard because I was try hard in grade 10 and
you just burnt out.
I think I burnt out.
burnt
I think
out.
I burnt out so hard that I'm still like
Burnt out.
I'm thinking it's like no, because like seriously, like my
hard.
character, like that I've like before I would study beforehand, like I would actually be doing my you know like I would do stuff.
I know.
And like now I study, but
like you're more chiller about it.
But it's a lot more chill. Like I'm like not uptight about my grades anymore. Like I'm not. Like,
I had that week though.
When was your breaking point?
My breaking point was my first online semester. Like near finals, I just broke. I was like, I can't do this. I can't just sit in my house and do word problems and then get up. I was like, I can't. I'm done. I was like, I can't.
Nadine was like, you're like the
I give
most
up.
hardworking
She's
person.
disciplined.
Yeah, 100%.
You're hella disciplined.
Like you're the most hardworking person.
Yeah, like
ever.
hardworking, bro.
Like we'll sit there, do her math problem until she does every single problem. You used to do like all of your math homework.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh my god, do you remember the Kuma?
Yeah, she did cool on it.
Stop, please! In the morning, so this girl forced me to do swimming. Like
I remember
she forced me to join the swim team in high school, and like I never swam before. I mean, like I knew how to swim, but I only ever swam
Like,
recreationally. So I'd never like competitively swam. But like I'm fast. I'm like a quick like runner, right? But not swimmer. Like I don't know how to like competitive. Like I have no technique, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, I make it on this team, and then so the coach, like he
Oh my god,
he should have told me. He was like, you're really bad at swimming, but I took you because you like fast. And every single practice, he made my life hell. He would yell all the time. He made me wear this plastic fin on the back of my neck, and basically it was so embarrassing. I'd be like swimming, and it'd be like if you put your head too far up, like you look in front of you, you're gonna feel this fin on your back, and that means you're doing it wrong. So I'd be looking like a shark swimmer.
I never saw that, bro.
Dude, but
I
anyways,
wish I saw that.
she forced me to join swimming, and then swimming would be so early. Like I'd be getting up at like, what time is it? Like 5?
Yeah, you had to be on deck 5:45.
Yeah.
I had to be on deck.
Yeah,
On
so
deck,
I'd
ready
wake
to
up
go.
at 5. And then after our swim practice, we'd be like at school pretty early, and this girl would sit down every day. Instead of chillaxing before classes or like doing whatever, she whips out the Kumon book, zips open the Kumon book, opens up her
this small
university level calculus in like grade 10 and like starts doing it. And I'm like,
That was life or death. I didn't have a choice, dude. I was born into Kumon.
your brother left.
Yeah, because
cheated his way.
my parents were sick of him. My brother lost his Kumon box.
Oh,
for a
you
month.
told us. You told
Okay, and like refused to do the booklets. We found the box in his backpack. Like Nance was lying the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, I lost it. It's in the bag, bro. Like, relax. But he cheated on every booklet
That's
possible.
so funny.
He'd whip out the answer book, whip out the booklet, just straight up copy and paste. Wouldn't even like try to make errors or put eraser marks. Nothing. The head of Kumon, she audits these booklets. She catches you real quick, right? So people like would go through, compare it to the answer book, and just catch your lies.
Catch your line.
Man was caught. Like, he was caught red-handed, and I remember this meeting, because I was in it. My parents came, because anytime I would like to speak to your parents after Kumon, because you go on Thursdays, and she comes to you and she like, those like TikToks of the teacher like coming and like whispering in your ear?
Yeah.
She'd do that. You're
Yeah.
like, you're doing your booklet, and like, rises from the sky, and she like comes to you and she's like, bring your parents to me after, and you're like, you're like,
Yo.
it's over for me. Like,
Yeah.
you take hella time on the booklet because you're just avoiding it.
Yeah.
You crawl out of the Kumon Center, and your parents are sitting there with and she has receipts, okay?
Oh,
she has Omar's booklets, like, stacked up.
Yeah.
It's like this many booklets.
Oh my god.
Like, just covered in red marks. Because that's her audit marker,
Yeah.
okay? She flips through them. She's like, okay, so your son is not doing the booklets correctly. here you can see that he's cheating, she's cheating. She starts whipping them out like dollars, bro.
Damn.
Like, just straight up, like, Omar's sitting there like, wow, like, I was not slick. I'm sitting there too, like,
You're panicking.
you're my parents are like, okay, we're taking him out. They were done with it. They took him out of Kumon. Man's received silence treatment for, like, I swear to God, half a year. Like, my parents just despise the child.
That's
I
funny
don't
'cause he's
know.
older.
Yeah, man.
That's hilarious.
It's tough times for my brother.
To be honest, Kuon was like such a horrible time for me though. Like,
Oh, you went to Poland too?
yeah, but I left like a long time ago. And Dean stuck through it to the end.
That's
like,
ins-
respect. God, finished Kumon,
Wait,
dude.
did you finish Kumon?
I finished the English. I finished the English program, but I never got.
How did you finish English?
What?
I was doing English and math, but I finished English program in grade 10.
Really? You didn't finish the math one?
I didn't finish the math.
How much
Wait,
did
I
you have?
got to
you
M.
finished
I
it.
got to level M.
But you were
It was
doing like really
N-O. I was
complicated
close.
stuff.
Oh.
I was close, but I just couldn't do it anymore because it was grade 12, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
Was that a university level math?
yeah, it was like,
Because it was like some was like wizardry. Like when you're in high school, you don't know anything, right?
Yeah,
So I would be like looking at her, like doing these like things, and I was like,
Yeah.
Dude, it was,
oh
like,
my god, I
magic.
remember. Yeah, like you would do stuff
and then
way
she'd
advanced.
still do all of her homework that's like at her current level. I mean, like,
That's
man,
insane.
you're already like
I don't know. When I
20
think
years
about
ahead
myself
of
in high
everyone.
school, I was like, what happened?
You were cracked. I mean, you probably.
I was
also
cracked up.
You
I
were.
was going.
Yeah.
you were.
I'm not
I was
doing that
going
anymore.
until grade 11, and then I stopped going.
Do no.
Can I try this?
Yeah. Try it.
I think I
Do
just
you
had such
wanna
a fear.
Get half of. Do you want to use? drink
Sure,
half
I'll
of
have a little bit.
Who brought these cups?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like had such a fear of like not getting into End or like the university I wanted.
Yeah.
So I like full blasted all of high school. And then when the university started, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like my work
You
here
me
is
too, me
done.
too. That was
I don't
me.
need to try anymore. Like I'm
Yeah.
in.
I
University. I don't know, like I'm just like I want to like pass my courses with like a decent mark and then like also still be able to like do sports and like hang out with people and like live my life because anyways for me co-op for me is like more important because
yeah.
that locks your job and that's what you're in university for, to get a job, or at least that's why I'm here.
yeah.
Right? So it's like, okay, if I can get a co-op and then land a job when I graduate, then like I don't need to stress as much as I did in high school. Like it's extra effort.
Yeah. No, just like the standards, like, change. Like, in high school, it's like, you got something under a 90, you'd be like, oh. But like now, it's like, yo, that's a W, that's a W.
Bro, I got a fat 60. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
we're good. We're
I
good.
know.
We're bowling. Like,
No, it's a good time, bro.
yeah, I don't know.
My class average for
Oh, I know what class you're talking
what
about.
class was it?
I forgot, but you were curved.
You weren't in it.
No,
right?
I wasn't, but I heard.
This is not bad.
Oh, why don't I remember? There was this one class last semester that like the class average of the first exam. There were 2 midterms and there was a final. The
Does it
first
matter?
exam was like a fail. Like the first
For you or the class?
It was like 11% or something. Like
For
the class,
you?
That was the class
no,
average.
The class average was like an 11%.
How is that possible?
Dude,
Like
it
it-
was insane.
it was possible.
It was
Really?
Yeah.
insane.
Who's making this?
But no, because I was looking at the mechanical eng Discord because we had a few classes with them in like second year, and while I was looking at it, that one channel, it was like 11-12% class average. I was like, mother.
Like it was like ridiculous, and like we were all complaining about because it was like such a show. Like Nadine, it was also the same thing as like dynamics, where a class that heat transfer where you need to have like
Yeah, you
show
need
your work,
that,
you need to
yeah.
show your thought process because there could be something that goes wrong along the way, or you forget a negative, or anything goes wrong in your calculations. But it was a numerical, so it's just a 0. And like there were only 4 questions on our exam. So that's why I got a fat. Wait,
it
let me
out.
say the
She'll
story.
bleep it out.
Bleep it out. Bleep it
Oh,
out.
my mark?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you're
okay.
on-
I got a 0%. You don't need to bleep it out. You don't need to bleep it out.
How is it possible? Because it was like
hold
just
on.
like
Let me
do
explain.
or die
No,
final
but it's
answer,
like
right?
page worth of work.
Oh.
And one small mistake, let's say like a sig dig, in like half the page.
Dude, it's fun. So,
Why would he do that?
Actually, okay, so let me tell you.
You can't fight
So, there were 2 midterms. The first midterm I had to do early because I was going to Victoria for rowing. And so I did it early before the rest of the class. So my my exam for some reason was a lot easier than theirs. So I actually got 100% on the first one.
Ooh.
But their class average for that was like a fail. Like when they did it. The second exam, we all thought that the exam was going to be good because of the fact that he literally failed the class for the first exam. So we're all like, okay, it'll be better this time. Like, we talked to him about it. We were like, yeah, like, whatever. So we're like, okay, it's going to be better. I pull a fat 0%, and so does the majority of the class. And hold on. He decides to curve it because the class average was so bad that he curved it. So my 0%, my not getting any questions right, was curved to a 61%.
No.
That's how, can you imagine how bad the
So we
class...
curved everybody up 61%?
No, because like the higher you are, like the less you get curved, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Because the class average was so
everybody was
low.
like at the same mark after the curve, or is that?
Yeah,
I don't know how curving
no.
works. They don't do it well.
Well, they don't. I don't know, but it was like my 0% turned into a 60.
No, my friends who got one question right, I think they got a 75.
Yeah, no, so like it's still like people get like the more you get right, obviously the more standardized you get or whatever, the higher.
I think like three right is 100%. So like 75% is 100, and even like 2 right, or like 50%. If you got it before, was I think like a 90% or something. Like that's what my friends told me.
Like, it was like ridiculous. Like it was like my 0% was a 67. Was it?
That's
That's a
insane.
big push.
I don't know.
It was like 67 or something like that. But like getting 0 questions right.
My heart would have dropped if I saw the notification on D2.
0.
When I saw a 0, I was like, you know what's actually funny? I actually laughed. Like,
you laughed?
Because like I did that exam in the library, like
okay.
right before this big meeting that I had with a company for a sponsor, and I like was like almost in tears after that exam, and like I was so done that when I saw my 0, I was like, like that's just you're just so defeated.
Nah, this is not it. Nah.
It really isn't it. But then afterwards, the whole class complained. So he curved it based off of how close you were to the real answer. Because like, you know how it's like not fair that if you make a small mistake, like for example, my friend, she had the right answer, she didn't convert it to the right units.
Oh no.
0%. Like doesn't make sense, right? So then like
this is bringing
he decided to curve
flashbacks.
it. He decided to curve it based off of like how close you were to the real answer. Like there was like a range. Like you were within this much, you get like this part of the grade. Like you get like 0.5 or something like that. So after he curved it, I got like 80 something.
Dang.
But like that's just to say that if he had looked at my work, he would have seen that I know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I knew what I was doing if I was 80% close to the answers. Like after he curved it where he saw how close I was to the answers, I had 80% because I was close to them, was within the range. I knew what I was doing.
Can't believe that.
But if he had just taken my grade, just looking at my answers, that was a 0. So like that's totally not fair to look at like your final. That's why like it's not a reflection of your grade to look at you know how good you are in school or how good you are in general or how smart you are is not a reflection of your grades because you can now get screwed over, get 0 in an exam and know what you were doing. You know,
it's tough
it's
times,
just like,
bro.
It's such a messed up time. And then ESS had a meeting with the dean. Like the
really?
dean, like the dean came because like there's some meetings where the dean comes to our meeting. Yeah. And then like we talk about some concerns and like brought it up that class because he's also in MEC and he was like, yeah, this is going on, blah 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 blah. And then I also added to it and I was like, because the reason that the professor kept giving was the fact that he was like, people are cheating. That's why it doesn't make sense, right? And I was like, I went off for like 5 minutes to like in front of because like, it was like a big council meeting, but I went off to the dean for like so long, and I was like, this isn't like right. Like it's a lot harder to catch cheaters when you're just giving the final answer. How are you going to catch a cheater with the final answer? There's no way you can prove anything then.
Doesn't it make it... Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Worse.
Like, it's worse.
Yeah.
Just nothing made sense. And, like, the rest of my classes, like, most of them were written. So it doesn't make sense. Like, it's not like he can do it. Like,
And, like,
there's
even
no reasons.
the time constraint they give, I'm like, how... Like, you know, I'm sure for that class...
It was 50 minutes for 4 questions that were, like...
like pages long.
There, I didn't finish the last question. First of all, I didn't get to the 4th question. The 3 questions that I did, I like was pretty confident in 2 of them. And I still got a 0.
No, it's just tough times, hey?
It's a tough time.
But that's why I kind of like gave up on like. That's why like I don't care about my grades anymore. I'm like as long as I pass and I still understood what I was doing. Like if I was that close to my the answer, like I don't care. You know what I mean? Like fine, give me a 0.
You know what's crazy?
Frick you. As long as I pass the class, I'm okay.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Like
is-
graduation is
Wait, how far do you-
2024.
You're
Look
just
it
like
up.
the coolest, like.
But it's hard. Like
It's the hardest.
that class
It's
we just talked
definitely the
about.
hardest. It's definitely the
Because
hardest.
it's like actual applications.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like first year at all. I mean, yeah, but second year, no. It's. I feel like the jump from second to third was really big.
Mm-hmm.
I found that jump extremely big. I was like, I'm suffering.
2 years. It's been 2 years.
The majority of our university experience has been
I know.
COVID.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that like you literally spend one semester
I was there for
4 months,
Yeah,
and you've been
that's
here since. That's so crazy.
Bro.
And you're in your third year.
Damn.
I don't want to go back.
That's why.
Are you like happy you made the decision to like stay here for like these?
Oh yeah,
Internship terms?
I don't regret it
Yeah,
at all.
because she's been able to like do sports and do school at the same time.
And
which
be
is
with my
really nice.
friends.
It's a lot harder with
Family too, yeah.
Family.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's like a lot harder to live away from home and like still maintain like all of your stuff that you
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
previously, like because then you don't have to.
Yeah. And like in times of COVID, it's like, what are you gonna do? You're in water. You can't even
Smoke
go out.
weed.
Yeah,
you can't even go out,
literally.
really. You know?
Dude, become
Yeah.
a stoner.
Isn't that like small town things?
Yeah, I know.
Water
That's like that's literally all there is to do though. Like
Yeah.
I know when I go back, like I'm gonna have no friends. Like straight up. No, I'm not even joking to you. Like I'm gonna have no friends.
Dang.
What do you mean?
I'm not doing any of that. I won't. Bro, I really won't.
No more
I've
stoner.
grown. Yeah, because like I've
That's more
done the
fun.
whole work from home thing, and it like it's not very fun at all.
Yeah.
Because like being
Like
at
8
work
hours
is
a
fun.
day, right?
Yeah, so I get that. Like if you're working from home right now, I'm sorry, but school from the comfort of my room to not have to worry about all these stupid professors, to learn on my own, to literally, because like the fact that you're learning it by yourself, that to me is like saving review process and studying, because you're doing it in one go. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I
Yeah.
go to the lecture in person and I'm like, I didn't
Me
retain
too.
any of it,
Yeah,
and I have to go home and do it myself.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
why
now
I don't
it's like-
understand when people like when professors also don't record lectures.
Yeah.
All of
Like,
your lectures recorded?
Yeah, all of them,
Oh,
every single one.
damn.
Because you have people at home and you have people there, so they have to do it.
But for us, same thing though. But they just didn't.
They just
Yeah,
never made
that's
it that
mean.
mandatory.
That's mean.
I don't know.
Damn.
No, but you know, some people work in that way. Like, they literally go to the lecture, understand what's going on, because they're so, like, their brain is
Ahead.
so focused, and I don't, like, I can't do that.
No.
It's so hard.
8 a.m. classes, I'm
It's
checked
insane.
out. All I'm doing is writing whatever the professor's writing, and then I go home and then
Like
I try and
review,
decipher
yeah.
what was going on during the class. Whereas usually what I do now like during COVID times, what I would do is I would just like put the professor on 1.75 speed,
Yeah.
and like you can just
Work
look
both,
at the
yeah.
lecture like right away.
Bro,
it's
I-
wild. Then you can just
honestly,
do it on your own brain.
I feel like the world doesn't learn anything from this online experience. That's gonna suck. Because I feel like a lot of good things came out of it. Like,
Yeah.
I know people are so quick to be like, I hate online, like, I hate this, like, virtual experience. But I'm like, no, like, a lot of good things came out of it, and I think a lot of students, like, benefit from it. So if they don't, like, I think every lecture should be recorded. I
Yeah.
honestly
Yeah.
think, like, even
Yeah.
if we have to go back in person and COVID's no longer a thing, I think just the ability to rewatch that, like, you have students who are, like, recording it on their phones anyways. Like, I had people in my class doing that. So it's like, if we don't carry on those things, like,
Yeah.
I think that's such a waste.
yeah.
I just feel like efficiency, you know? It's like you don't
it's
have
so
to, like,
efficient.
like, especially, like, if you're, like, literally in a computer job in the future, whether, like, whichever field you're in, right? Like, there's no point going 5 days a week, like, commuting, especially if you live places, Toronto, Vancouver, like, 1-2 hour commutes. Like, that's hell.
It's literally shown the world that, like, you don't need to be face to face to continue living. Like, it's
Yeah.
not, and I know that's, like, kind of sad, but, like,
Yeah.
I think if, like, you take a sick day or you're on vacation, you can still work and you can still go to meetings, and it's like, why not
Like,
keep it
continue
virtual?
on.
Like,
The only okay, so I like the virtual, like the thing about like watching recorded lectures, because even when class did go in person again, I went for a few days, but then I stopped going. And then like I just did it on my own time because I could just like do it when my brain was most functioning and
exactly.
stuff. But then the biggest thing that I like missed out on though, what I missed about going back in person was like talking to people, like,
Yeah.
because, like, it's really hard to then, like, when you're from your house, it's really hard to make new friends, or in general to, like, casually interact with people, right? Because, like, your casual interactions don't just happen. Usually you have to set up a Zoom meeting, or, like, you just have to, like, be in the same lab group, right? Like, you have to be forced to be in that same place.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you're in class, or, like, you casually, like, in an extracurricular where you have to be in person, you're gonna make different conversation than what's the meeting is technically about, right? Like, for example, when you set up a Zoom meeting, you're like, okay, we're gonna do, like, a mechanical team meeting. You're gonna talk about that thing, but at the same time, like, in person, you can also, it's just, like, a whole nother aspect. It's just a whole nother, like, level of interaction with people that, like, you really miss out on. Like, it's a lot harder to make friends online if you just have never seen them before.
I give it to you, but like at the same time, I feel like I just never felt that way because I was back in my hometown.
Yeah.
All my friends are already here. Like, I
That's
left for 4
fair.
months. Like,
No, but you made.
I didn't
a
miss
bunch of-
anybody.
You made a bunch of new friends.
like
out
I'm
of it.
sorry, I didn't miss anybody. Like, you know, it's no offense, but like, it just, when you know somebody for 4 months and you know somebody for 3 years,
Yeah, it's a
huge
difference.
difference.
It's been like
It's been like 6 years.
6 years.
with you guys.
Whoa, wait,
It's been
10,
6
11,
years.
12.
We graduated
Oh my
in
God.
2019. That's 6 years of friendship.
it's been 6 years.
That's always gonna trump a 4 month
Dang.
relationship.
Sorry, like COVID, I'm still like, I forgot that was a whole, like that whole time period.
That's
I
what
felt
I'm
like
saying, bro.
6 months or something. I don't know.
And like, okay, I get it if you like come home and you like don't have friends. Like, okay, that sucks. Like, I'll give it to you. Online sucks.
This is why she's a T instead of the F.
But like, figure it out.
This is why she's the thinking. I see that. Let's make new friends who need friends.
Just go on
Like
Omegle.
you for
Just go on Omegle or something.
You're trying to get
What did she
killed?
say?
Go on Omegle.
There's always a way to find people.
Stop.
But you know what? Even then, if you don't have friends in your hometown, that's kind of your fault. Like, what were you doing for your whole life?
It's hard to make friends. Like, what you have to do is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
as long as you join, even like, okay, I feel like
I
if you
don't
come
know.
somewhere and you don't have many friends, the easiest way to make friends is literally just join a team or a club or
Yeah.
a sport
Something you like,
that
you know?
like, because then you'll meet people that like the same thing, and it's just natural. Like, it's such a natural transition to become friends with people that like a sports team. If you like a sport,
yeah.
you decide to join that sport. You're going to make friends with people who are like the same interests, or like even if you don't do like sports, you
Like
like
clubs and
gaming
stuff,
or
yeah.
something. Join some
Yeah.
kind of like I don't know.
Or like events going on, like music events, art events.
Yeah, like there's so much
seen it
stuff that
happen.
you can do to make friends. I think, and then like you just gotta put yourself out there. It might just be harder for people who are more introverted.
Yeah.
But,
No,
like-
we're all very extroverted. That's why.
You
You
know
know what I mean?
what? That's why I'm so scared to go back to Waterloo because I miss like what 3 years of
Did they
interacting
all
with
go
my
back?
class.
Did they all go back?
Or a lot of them.
A lot of them went back,
The
so
most?
it's like I did not create those friendships anymore, and
But
I
you
only
still have
I
like
have one friend, so that's good.
Sonia.
We have
Shout out.
Sonia. Shout out to Sonia.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's like the only
Is she
thing
from
keeping
Calgary?
me here.
Where is she from?
She's from Calgary. We're in the same class, but she's from Calgary.
What high school?
Why is
Oh,
Her one friend.
okay, that makes
Yeah, my
sense.
one friend. Bro, you know what? We didn't know each other in high school. It doesn't count.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense.
No, but it's like, if I go back, I'm gonna know nobody, and they've all made friend groups and stuff. And because my class is so small, it's like really cliquey. So everyone has their own groups, and I'm gonna come back and be like, imposter syndrome. Like I should not be here, you know. So I'm scared to go back because my whole life is now here.
Yeah.
Like I've really like.
But I think you'll definitely like be able to.
Uh-oh.
You can join back the in the res, the life that you had.
But like I won't be living on res.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that again. I'm really doing that in
Or
the
we can
past.
expose Nadine and join the res.
No.
times.
We don't
Maybe
talk
not.
about
No,
that.
no, you do.
Listen, you know what? I'm just gonna be on my own. Like I'm really just.
No, you're not. So I can't imagine you on your own.
Join
I
like
think I
Muslim
have to.
student
You
society.
can't-
Bro.
No, you gotta join like a team.
You know my parents were telling me that? Because
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
listen,
really?
I'm
Yeah.
scared. I'm not gonna find a husband. Because here's my hypothesis, okay? When everyone says
She's not in the fields. My hypothesis.
bro, just listen to me. Everyone says
Oh, sure.
you meet your husband or whoever in university, right? That's where you meet your lifelong day ones. Like that's the people going to your
Yeah.
wedding. That's where you meet the man.
Are you sure?
I missed 2 years of that search.
But at the same time, we'll only know them for 4 months before they go on internship. So like,
Exactly.
it'll always be
I'm
like
screwed.
No, okay, no, don't think of it like
essentially,
that.
but no.
I'm getting
But
a dog.
But definitely, you can meet people at your job.
Yeah.
Like I
or
think
like,
your job, or like
30-year-old
or
people.
after your.
That's boomerism.
Get out of here! Like even people your age,
Yeah, you
people that might be
just-
2 to 3 years older than you. That's okay.
EIT.
Bro.
But also,
My parents are like, join the
Whenever
Muslim
you-
Association. I was like, I'm gonna get judged heavily. 'Cause,
no,
like,
don't. There
You know
are
how
a
it
lot-
is.
Yeah, I know how it is. I know how it is. Even I'm not like that.
no, I just like, I want to be a part of the clan. Like, I want to
wanna
be
be part of
there.
the clan.
I really do, but like,
Hey, wait, is there like an Egyptian?
oh, I'm not doing that. That's even worse.
Egyptian?
Listen, I'm not enough. I'm like not white enough for white people. I'm not Egyptian enough for Egyptian people.
dude,
I'm
I
like,
feel that.
I feel that too.
I'm just like this
100%.
weird
All
gray.
like immigrant, like
Yeah.
immigrant, like children.
No,
feel
but
that
the
way.
people-
Imposter syndrome. Like straight
No, but the
up.
people in the clubs, like, I understand, like, you know, I said, like, oh, I wouldn't go for the Egyptian club too. That was, like, me with my cultural club. Yeah. It's just very cliquey. It's very, like, so judgmental. It's so,
Yeah.
like, I didn't feel that cultured enough, even though I was, like, born in Bangladesh. And I just felt uncomfortable, bro. So I get where you're coming from.
Bro, I either get the you don't do shisha. What kind of Arab doesn't do shisha? You don't want to infect your lungs. Like you don't want to like absolutely destroy yourself. That's one side. Or there's like, wow, you don't get like fish fillets from McDonald's. Like that you shouldn't be eating the McChicken. Like that's one way ticket to hell. Like, it's just the McChicken. Like please.
Oh, I see what you
Or
mean.
like you swim that ticket to hell.
Oh,
Because
I-
like the swimsuit or whatever. Like I get it. Okay, like
Okay, I see what you mean.
like I just don't need that judgment. Like I'm just trying to live my life like in peace.
Yeah. Dude, that's tough. That's tough. You don't know where to go. I don't know where to go either. None of us know where to go.
I don't know. It's really bad. So bottom line,
Is there stuff here? Oh,
I'm gonna have to buy a dog because
I want a dog.
Your
that's the
best friend?
closest we're gonna get. Like
No, dude, you're just gonna join like a, like after when you graduate, you could just join some kind of like wherever you live, join a team or like a pentathlon thing.
Yeah, because you're like
just
really
easily
up
going to be able to make.
Honestly, sorry, I just keep thinking about your horse. I'm like-
yo, this dude.
Nadine has been. Nadine and
Horse
her,
girl.
her and her
I
horse
hate
have been
horses.
going through some stuff. Do you kind of want to explain?
This donkey of a man.
Oh shoot!
Did your computer just fully turn off?
Did your computer die?
Oh no, I think just the 1 hour mark, or I don't even know what happened. Wait, can you
it
press the
never
button?
turned off.
Press
This
the
one?
button, yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah, just stop it. Hello.
Bro.
back.
That's nostalgia, that sound.
Oh, I forgot we
never
had
had a
this.
Mac, so I can't.
Sally.
I remember you used to make like videos on your Mac when you were a child because you showed me
I know, man. I used to really be into that.
creativity.
No, but what were we talking about?
Um,
We were on to something.
Like, oh, your horse.
Oh,
Horse.
dude. Okay, part of pentathlon is like the riding portion.
Got done though now.
Yeah, they took it out, but like it's
So
still
what is
until
what is
2024 Olympics.
Wait, why did they
after
take it
they
out?
take it out.
What is like it gonna be replaced with?
I have no clue. If it's biking, I'm dropping the whole sport.
Hey.
I can't bike. Like
no, but you just.
I can't, dude. The handlebars, like that the triathlon, like the one that you have, I can't. I don't know. I have no stability. I feel like I'm gonna wobble and die.
No, but I think it's like a lot easier to pick up than horseback riding. For
Listen.
example. You randomly decided to sit on a horse one day and
Wow,
decide to
it's
horse
tough
lessons.
times.
I think you can definitely pick up biking.
This
a lot
horse-
easier.
For all my Muslim viewers, I'm sure there's a shaitan living in there because for real, this horse is cursed. He
Oh,
just has like the worst attitude towards everything. He actually tries to bite me every time. I give this man an apple.
Do you remember what you told me when you first started horseback riding? You were like, horses are the smartest people.
They are
They're the-
smart.
Okay, so clearly it senses something.
He knows. He knows what
He
he's
knows
doing.
you're a snake.
He knows. No, he knows I hate him. That's why. That's why we've established my hatred. So I have to put the freaking leash on him to bring him inside to the stupid.
leash.
Yeah, you gotta put the
Like
leash.
the muzzle thingy, what you mean?
It's just like this leash, and then you just like put it on them, and then you bring them into the arena,
Stable?
right? And then you have to brush them and stuff before, and then you go in.
How did he bite you then?
He's just a menace. Like, okay, I like give
Where
him
did he
a,
bite you?
in the elbow. Oh my god.
In the elbow.
I'm so sick of this. Like, what did I do? Okay, so every time I go get him, I give him an apple, like peace. Like, I come in absolute peace.
Yeah.
He eats the apple, whatever, and then we bring him into the arena. every time I try to brush this man, I'm brushing you. I'm cleansing you of your soul right now.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to bite me. He's just like,
Oh my
like
God.
if this is the horse and it's like facing this way, and I'm here like brushing its arm, he like this,
No.
like straight up, just like tries to completely remove my hand.
Damn.
How sharp are their teeth?
It's
Or,
not
like,
sharp.
How much force do they?
His
is it, like, a
jaw
lot?
is humongous. Like my whole hand is one side of the jaw. Like if you got bit, like you
would break.
good night. Like I don't. Your hand would. And this man decides today I'm gonna be a menace. So we're doing the jumps. Every jump, like we go to the jump, and then he just like refuses. And like right before the jump, he'll do like the sharpest turn to the left. So it almost throws me off. And then I have a whip in my hand because if it doesn't listen, you give him a good smack, and it's like okay, let's get it going, get it together.
Maybe that's why he hates you.
He didn't like that. Okay, usually the whip is fine. You know, he just like gets a little pissed, but like the whip is okay.
Do you have an instructor there?
Yeah.
So, like, did she say like when you're?
Yeah,
supposed
she's
to,
like if he's not listening, so he's not listening, you know, a couple whacks, he's still not listening. Because I'm sick of this.
Yeah.
He did not like that one. So then he starts doing that in Stampede where they're like trying to
Like
literally
kicking?
throw you off. Like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like holding on, like, wow, I didn't know I was in rodeo now. So it's like I'm holding on, and then finally he gets me off. I'm
Did
on
you,
the
like,
floor.
full on like?
I like fell
you
off
feel
to the
bad?
side.
Oh.
It wasn't bad though. Like it was.
It wasn't too bad. Like I kind of fell like in a good way, and then I'm on the floor. I'm like, bruh, and like I'm like trying to get up, and I kind of like put my elbow up to like get up, and he just goes like on my elbow, and I was like, no.
I'm gonna give her a taste of her own medicine.
The way you would have thought I was like.
Should we censor?
Or like if you take it out of context.
Girl, you should just censor
The way I, you know what, you could,
We're friends.
riding a horse is harder than I thought.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
really.
the conclusion.
I really thought it was just all the horse. Like, I'm like, why are you giving the medal to the person? Like, it's straight up the horse's medal because they're jumping and doing all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's true. They do jump and, like, carry you around.
Yeah.
But if you don't direct them properly or, like, show, like, some sort of, like, leadership, they'll take
It's
advantage
done.
of you
Yeah.
because they're so smart.
So smart. Damn, I had no idea. Yo, these equestrian riders be like intense. Thought it was just
horse girls.
horse girls.
No, and then everybody's like, what a handsome horse. No,
Like,
bro.
no.
That guy's straight up from Jehannam. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, that's funny.
I tried to read Quran to it because I was like,
Really?
that'll do
Wait,
the trick.
really?
I'm like, maybe that's it.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
It's really possessed. Like, really, like, I'm like, you know what?
Bringing the imam,
It
like,
could be the case. Like, maybe I've just been on top of shaitan for this
Yeah.
whole time. It's just disguise. Because I'm blue-eyed horse. Like, what is that?
Oh, blue
It's
eyes.
weird as hell. It's weird.
That's actually spooky, bro.
It's spooky.
Yo,
Like, when he looks at you, it's like, what?
Isn't it in the middle
Why are
of
you
nowhere
looking at
too?
me?
Whoa.
Huh?
Is it in the middle of nowhere, like where your thing is? Because I know a lot of
A little
horse
bit.
places are
Where
like
is it?
isolated.
Where is it?
It's like on your way to Cochrane and then west 17
yeah.
kilometers.
West 17 kilometers
Yo,
far.
if I die out there, like, you're not finding
like,
me.
isn't
How
it
far is the
Dark?
It's so dark.
How far is the drive?
30 minutes from my house.
Oh, that's actually not too bad though.
But like in
It's like gone from-
pitch darkness in the middle of like, you know, it's not like a
Yeah.
here to like southwest in the streets and like residential areas. You're like with that horse alone.
Yeah. No, but Quran did not do the trick. I think this man's...
Next level, bro. Next level.
He's fully offended by me reading Quran, too. He don't like me. He doesn't like me.
Dang. Yeah.
He's been listening to the news too much.
News. Wait.
He's got the wrong idea. Bleep. We're
Okay,
gonna have like a 10-minute video after this.
Yeah, this. Oh my god.
Oh wait, do we go off about our personality things?
Let me
Okay,
see.
here, yeah, just put it again because I might have done the wrong one.
How do I?
ESFJ. Okay, so here I'll just do Camilla's. Okay, you're friendly, outgoing, reliable. What is it? Conscientious,
Conscientious.
organized, practical. You seek to be helpful and please others. Enjoy being active and productive. Do you
I
think
think
that's?
that's pretty good actually. Wait, hold on.
I think
that
like,
makes sense.
I think
I
like
think that makes
overall,
sense, yeah.
like with your family, your friends, stuff like that. And then
yeah, no, that makes sense.
What's your
It's
EJ?
just the
Okay.
same thing except for just T instead of the F.
I read the wrong one. Okay, ESTJ. Okay, this is close enough still. Efficient, outgoing, analytical, systematic, dependable, realistic, likes to run the show and get things done in an orderly fashion.
Totally.
We spent like 20 minutes saying how Nadine is literally like this.
Bruh.
Also, you should... Let's check. You can see people who are like you better. ESTJs.
So let's see Nadine's.
You got Hermione Granger.
Who?
Harry Potter.
Oh, I never.
You never what?
I've never watched Harry Potter.
Dude, you're actually.
You got Gordon Ramsay.
You're crazy.
Like you're Gordon Ramsay's personality. Gordon Ramsay.
Let's go.
Why do I see
boy.
that?
Draco Malfoy.
She hasn't watched Harry Potter. Regina George.
Hey, Regina.
Ben Shapiro. Oh, you got Monica from Friends.
Oh, not Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
He's
Emma Watson.
he's tough. How are you faring?
Oh no, I'm ENFP.
ENFP.
Okay, here.
That's different than
Yeah, that's different than both of you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so my traits are so I'm enthusiastic, creative, spontaneous, optimistic, supportive, playful. I value inspiration, enjoy starting new projects, and see potential in others.
That's so true.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
That's so
That's
true.
totally.
Wait,
yeah.
read it again. Can I read
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
100%.
ENFP.
Enthusiastic, so true. Creative, so true. Spontaneous, supportive, bro. Actually, in
Yeah.
one day, G. Playful, that's so true. Like inspiration,
Yeah.
that's true. Enjoy starting new project, literally.
Literally.
Yeah, like
To get through the days.
see potential in others, bruh.
I see potential,
No, but
yeah.
you're actually smart.
For me, it said like career path to avoid is engineering. Like it's like
No.
avoid engineering.
Wait, does it tell you what Camilla's career path should
Yeah,
be?
yeah. Here,
Practical skills, strong sense of duty,
very loyal.
very loyal, sensitive and warm. That's not always true. That's true for the most part, I think.
Yeah, I'd say you're sensitive and warm. Like, don't just think in the school lens. I used to do that too.
Okay.
I used to think,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
just school, but no, think of like
Okay, yeah, no.
people
If
you
it's
meet.
like, no, that totally makes sense. Good at connecting with others.
100% I see that.
Okay.
Weaknesses.
What about their social status? Inflexible. Okay.
What is-
Sometimes I can be inflexible.
Wait, what's the example?
What's up?
You're trying to square up.
What's up?
Wait, what's an example?
Yo, it's actually that's
I'll
true.
cut it off. Don't worry.
Inflexible.
So you're gonna cut it out?
Yeah, 100%.
Bro!
Oh.
Oh my
Okay,
lord.
okay, but there's good reasons for that.
There is, but holy, can you be a menace? Like a good menace, though. Like a
good
supportive menace. Like
Hey.
good in the long run menace.
Good in the long run, menace, okay?
But
I'll
in
take
the
that.
time
I'll take
being,
that. Now
it's
good.
scary.
It's good now.
Okay.
It just depends on the occasion. Okay.
Okay. For you are like sales, like stockbroker, insurance agent. I see project manager a lot. You know, stuff
Real
like
estate agent. I want to
Yeah.
be a real estate agent so bad.
financial counselor, office manager, 100%, like manager,
I
100%.
want to
This
be
is a different
real estate
website.
agent.
And then, okay, what are Nadine's strengths? Let's like analyze her. Her strengths are organization and efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 100%. Dedication and commitment. Her Kumon.
Oh.
Integrity. Her Kumon.
Yeah.
I'm going back to
Yeah.
Kumon. Weaknesses.
Judgmental. If that ain't Nadine.
Oh my god, the second one I'm dead.
Uncomfortable with emotions.
Dude, these be calling us out a bit too much.
This is calling her out. Dude, you know what she tells me all the time? She be the type of person to laugh at the funeral.
Yeah,
She'd be the type-
100%.
She'd be the type of person, someone would come up to her crying and she would laugh.
You know, that's like when someone's crying, it's my natural reaction. Like, I swear to you, I just get so uncomfortable. I'm like,
Oh my god.
I like want to laugh bad. Like,
I see
it's
it.
tough times out here.
What's the next one?
Workaholism.
Yeah, workaholism.
Stubborn and inflexible.
Yo, I'm actually dead. These are hilarious. Growth and
Yeah.
development. Yeah,
Too focused on social status. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's
For a while
I got that
there.
as well.
Yeah.
really?
But I think that doesn't apply anymore. to
Like,
me,
just
though.
like my,
Yeah.
what's
I
it
don't think
called?
that applies to me though.
Everything's on a
Anymore.
spectrum. Like, it's like you're.
Like, it's totally
What's it
like,
called?
I
Like,
totally
you're-
see it before.
Like, what's it called? Your reputation. Like, your reputation.
Oh, fair.
Oh, you like. Do you think that like is a thing for you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That's fair.
I don't know, because my parents are like that.
I think it is like that in like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
families like that.
Yeah, like especially immigrant families, like
Yeah,
brown people,
yeah.
like in general.
Difficult to relax. Yeah, that's true.
Nadine, you're like, here, wait, you're EST.
What about Camilla's?
Same as Nadine,
Yeah,
except
yeah.
I have F
Here,
instead of
okay.
T.
Her strengths are, let's look at this. Wait, hold on, sorry. She has strong practical skills, yes.
Yeah.
Warm and sensitive. Loyal and, like, beautiful.
Wait a minute, go back.
Warm and sensitive?
Camilla's not warm and fuzzy. Camilla will cut your throat nicely, but like in a nice way.
In a nice way, in a nice way.
Maybe
in a
that's
nice
the
way.
warm and sensitive.
But I'm...
No, like Farron's warm and sensitive.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
She's-
I'm not like you. You're too...
No, no, but
you're,
like,
you're,
she's-
like, you're actually
I want to
nice.
be this nice.
Why would you wanna
I
be
can't.
You're a nice person.
But you
Like,
guys
no,
are
you're
nice people
genuinely
too.
You're
nice.
a genuine nice person.
a
It's
genuine
You
just-
guys are
nice.
nice people too.
It's you.
I'm so
No.
mean sometimes.
And you mean too.
You're worse than me for sure.
I am not.
Dude, you're actually scary.
That's only
Really?
You're scary.
That's only with...
Your sister, her friend. You
Okay,
like,
okay, so
roasted
this
the
can be
crap
online.
out of him.
This can be online.
Okay.
But-
I'll cut out the part that happened right now.
No, but just like
Okay,
one
so
of,
rewind. What
one
were we
of
talking about before?
Camilla's sister, or Camilla's sister's, one of her friends just did her really not good, and Camilla went off on that kid, and he was frightened by her, and I think that was good.
But I also think that that's also the right thing to do.
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
feel like if like someone does one of my friends or my sister or like my family dirty, like
Yeah, like you're loyal.
I would not be like, I would not hesitate to like
Yeah, makes
go
sense.
off. Like
That's
genuinely,
good.
I wouldn't like. I would. You saw like I would go
Yeah, like
off.
you're loyal, and that's good.
But yeah, I know that I freaked him out because he posted. So Amina told me that he posted it on his spam and said that the sister is scary, and I was like, that's so funny.
That's so funny.
I didn't mean for it to be that way, but
Yeah.
also you got to get the message across.
Like you were scared
Like,
too, you know.
Well,
yeah.
because for stuff like that serious, like you have to get the message across. You can't be
That's
nice
so
about it
true.
sometimes. Like you have to be like, this is wrong. Like that can't happen again.
Wait,
You
what were
can't
the
do
other
this
ones?
going
Okay,
forward.
you got stand up and be counted. So they aren't intimidated by challenges and they aren't willing to just sit by and wait for others to take
It's
the lead.
true.
100%.
It's very true.
Like you just be like, I'll just do this, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know? And then, okay, so those are strengths. Weaknesses, you got rigid and judgmental. You got judgmental. Reluctant to improvise. So they have a lot of respect for rules, laws, and regulations. World without...
I don't know. That's not
No,
true.
that
That's
was-
not true.
Yeah, that one.
So your neediness?
Oh no. No.
No.
Camilla's the least needy
Yeah,
person.
I was like-
Camilla needy?
Like, what are
No.
definitions of needy? Like...
Camilla birthed herself. Like Camilla's not needy.
No, but like in relationships, like you know how some people are like really high
No.
maintenance? You're not, I don't see
Oh,
that.
I'm high maintenance.
But like not in a needy
terms
way.
of,
Not in a
needy,
bad
though,
way.
Yeah.
Camilla just has big standards. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
that's
And if
what
you
it
don't
is.
meet them, then chop.
That's
Like
true. That is
Yeah.
very
you're
true.
not gonna last very long.
I think like neediness is like, oh, why don't you do this? Like do this for me? Like, you know, like very like
Yeah,
that.
like, so
you know what
reliant
I'm
on
talking-
others. That's how
oh,
I
you're
take
not
that.
reliant.
No, I'm not relying on
Oh
others.
no, that's so
Yeah.
incorrect.
And the last one is lack of critical thinking. I don't really think that.
Creative.
Oh yeah, creative. Sorry.
Yes. Creative, yes.
Really?
It
I don't-
depends. No, it depends on the. What does it say?
I'm gonna look at the
Too
website. I feel like-
often-
Ooh,
get the- I'm
hello,
just trying to-
closer.
Get the food out.
Okay,
There we
okay.
go.
Oh.
I feel like in that like friend groups atmosphere and like family atmosphere, I can see you being really warm and sensitive. You know, you're not like
Oh,
that
yeah.
cold person.
Like
You're-
in there,
yeah. Like I'm not talking about school. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
here's the creative thing. Reluctant to innovate or improvise.
about. I don't know.
You stick to a plan, don't you? Does that make sense to you?
Yes, that does make sense. That does
Okay.
make sense. But
Vulnerable to criticism.
I
Are you
think
vulnerable?
all of this is like very like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
like,
about
it's
vulnerable to criticism?
I don't like to be criticized, but if it's like said in the right way, like constructively,
Yeah, like good
then
stuff.
like then yeah, like I reflect on it quite a bit.
Too selfish.
I don't think that.
I don't think
I
that.
think you're selfish in a good way. Like everyone needs to be selfish.
I
at
think
Yeah.
some
I
point.
think I am selfish in terms of like there's definitely some selfish parts, but not selfish enough that
romantic
like
relationships. This
For
is
you,
good.
right?
No, for you. I want
Oh.
to see this.
oh no.
There's a lot. A tender heart.
Oh, I just want like the blue notes. What is this like?
I know it's too
paragraphs,
much. That's
dude?
why I use the other website. For my one, it is. Wait, hold on. Let me go to strengths and weaknesses.
You guys do not have casual flings. They
I
need
can
to know
never
that their
see you
partner
as that.
will always be by their side, offering unwavering support, and marriage and family are the ultimate goal. That's true.
That's true. I can't imagine you going like from guy to guy. No, like that's not you at all.
That's too much effort.
That's too much effort.
That's too much effort.
I hate that too.
I
personally.
can't.
You guys can feel extremely hurt. People with the console personality type dislike conflict and criticism, which can make it challenging to address any problems that come up.
Do you think?
Do you think that's true?
Honestly, this might be like you in the past, and you've like grown to like become.
I
you know?
think that was me in the past. I think it's like been a continuous improvement.
I see.
Like a very continuous.
Like, you know how you did so many projects lately, like, you know, whether it's work or like extracurriculars, like that definitely boosts your like
100%,
like,
yeah.
traits so much.
I
Especially
think like the more as time goes on, like it gets much better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can definitely see that being true, 125%. Like literally a year ago or like a year and a half ago, 100%. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
totally. I think it's been like getting very much like consistently better.
Wait, Farron, let's read yours. What are you again?
ENFP. I'm the green. Go up.
Wait, let's see.
Here. Yeah, this one. The
Oh.
campaigner. I'm just like waving hi. My
Strengthens weaknesses. Okay. Curious. That's
Yeah.
so true, man.
Yeah.
The amount of questions, like deep questions you're always asking.
yeah.
Perceptive. So true.
Yes.
That's unreal.
Enthusiastic.
That's
yeah.
very
not an
true.
angel though. I'm not enthusiastic.
Excellent communicators. Yeah.
I'm really big on communication. Like,
Yeah. Festive. Oh, you
Yeah.
are.
Oh, really?
You're so like joyful. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
Like, yeah, good natured. Oh, this is
Oh,
so
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
This is exactly fair.
Good Nate. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, weaknesses.
People
People pleasing.
Okay,
Do you
know,
think that's true?
Okay, I was like reading through these weaknesses, right? And then I used to think of like this was me, like definitely before, like
Oh,
people
yeah?
pleasing and like
Unfocused,
like,
disorganized,
overly optimistic, like
accommodating.
stuff like that. And even the other flaw was like sensitive,
Restless.
like on the other
Restless,
website.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're always going, bro.
I know.
Yeah, there's no stop.
Like, other flaws on the other website, they said that I was like sensitive and like, you know, stuff like that, right? And then I look at like high school stuff or like before, and definitely like I think a part of me was like people pleasing, or I like thought like I wanted people to think like good of me, or I wanted like just like to be liked, right? But then now I'm like I really don't care. I'm more like I only want the people like who I like to like me. You get what I mean? So like my
Yeah.
friends, like people I genuinely like put my energy towards. I like that's what I want. So that's why like I stopped caring. I mean, if I like didn't care, I mean I wouldn't be making this.
That's
you know?
crazy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'd be much more like
I wonder what career paths. I want like the notes. I don't know why it's
Here.
like paragraph style.
It's
That's
so
actually
bad.
so annoying. Like
I think
who's
this one
reading
has
that?
more
like see like
notes.
hypersensitivity. That definitely was me. Like if you look back,
Hypersensitivity, lack of focus and follow
yeah,
through,
100%.
overthink,
100%.
over emotional
Yeah.
improvement.
Like that thing, definitely I can see it. But I think COVID helped so much because during COVID, like I saw so much of my flaws. I was like, okay, I'm like sensitive. I'm like this. Like I take things too seriously.
Oh yeah.
So that's why.
Careers.
Oh, you know what my number one career was? Journalism.
Bro, the way that you wanted to do that in high school.
You know.
I remember that. Like,
Entertainment
Farron.
actor.
That's so true, but like Farron has that personality. Like she could like be like an
Wait, we didn't look
influencer.
through these. Where did you
Like
see
that
this?
website because she's using the official website, but I'm using this website.
Animal
Oh.
trainer.
What the fuck?
Bro, this is your realm right here.
Yeah, I'm in the
For real.
wrong
What?
field.
Interpreter, photographer, public relations manager, reporter, like stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Media, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, stuff like
What about Camilla?
yeah. That's healthcare. Oh, look at here's to avoid. Civil engineer.
Civil engineer.
I
No,
literally
it's
said
actually
Bank
one to
teller,
avoid.
financial manager, judge, flight engineer,
Lies.
civil engineer, mechanical engineer, software engineer,
Wow.
chemical engineer.
They really
Basically,
came for
don't
you.
become an engineer. What did she do?
They did it to you.
became an
Yeah.
engineer.
Oh my god, you know when they put judge, I feel like I'd be like, guys, no, don't put it in
Stop fighting, guys. It's okay. I
Don't
give
put
you
the
money.
What's
I give you
Camilla's?
money. I
Here,
give you.
ESFJ. Here, this one. Let's look at her career
I wanna
paths. Look at her career paths. Yeah, they're like elementary school teacher. You got the same as like Fatima. Like special
Alright.
education teacher, counselor, social worker, like police
There's no
officer.
way Camilla
her-
could be-
Social worker. I don't think
There's
I would.
no way Camilla could be an elementary teacher. She
I
would.
hate kids too. I
The
hate
way
kids.
she'd get impatient. You're impatient, brother. Like,
I would
these
get
kids would
angry.
like. She'd be like teaching them how to read, and she'd be like, "Okay, let's spell dog." And if they pronounced it wrong, she'd be like,
Another scene.
Another guy.
Dude, the people watching this are so
Chop
confused. It's like the most choppiest episode.
It's gonna be
Disclaimer
off at a completely different
Viewer
That's
discretion is
so bad.
advised. Family physician, dentist, medical, like stuff like that. Nurse, surgeon.
Wait, I want to see what would it be good for? Receptionist, girl. What is this
Fitness
stuff?
trainer.
Fitness trainer, that would be pretty cool. Physical therapist.
Dietitian.
A lot of these are med.
What's the ones to avoid?
Yeah, I'm
these are,
excited
like,
about
medical. None of them are
Bro,
engineering.
the way you had to use that bio IB.
Yeah.
Oh, do
Where'd
you
that
remember what
go?
I thought I wanted to do? I'm so glad I didn't do med.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just, I can't do that. Okay, careers to avoid. Computer programmer.
Farmer.
An actor.
Oh really?
It says mechanical engineer.
Let's go.
Damn.
That's good. Like in the ones to do?
No,
avoid.
to avoid.
Oh.
The first one was
Farmer, I'm
software.
actually dead.
Farmer. Power plant operator.
I can
tech
never-
support.
Never in my life could I see you as a farmer.
Airline pilot.
No.
I feel like that'd be pretty
Can
cool.
you see me as a farmer?
No, I feel like you
Plowing
would.
that land, I'd be sowing them.
What was-
seeds.
You try to like calculate the velocity of like the.
What was mine again?
ESTJ.
This one.
Yeah, ESTJ. Oh, you got artist, graphical designer, writer, musician. These are your.
Not to avoid.
These are to avoid.
Yeah.
Really?
Social worker. That's my to avoid.
Psychologist.
It actually ruined someone. Why are you
She'll
depressed?
screw someone up.
Why
If
are
you
you
would come for psychology, you'd mess them up.
She's suicidal. Me too.
That is so funny. You want to kill
You'd be
yourself?
like, you know what? You know what my horse did to me today?
No, I feel like no. Nadine would just be like,
You
well,
have 16 years of emotional therapy.
Oh my
You
god.
show them a bunch of TikTok, like, you know what? I'll make a TikTok playlist for you. Here you go. Just put a whole bunch of stupid videos in there. Like,
I cannot.
Sometimes she
pretty
sends
bad.
me such random videos. I'm like, what is she finding funny about this at like 12, like 1 in the morning?
No, she's dead. I can't believe that's careers to avoid. That's so funny.
But what do you mean? It makes sense. Childcare provider, like
I just can't.
librarian. Can you imagine?
I can't even read.
A preschool teacher. God help those children.
Musician.
Be
Okay,
good at.
good.
Sales engineer, stockbroker, insurance agent,
I feel
real estate agent, hotel manager. Yeah.
I feel like you wouldn't like being a sales stuff, but you'd be good at it. Like you'd like
Yeah.
sell them. You'd be like, buy this. Like
Go ahead.
overview. Let's look at it. What are facts? You are 9% of the general, 11% of men, and 6% in women. Is that it? Oh yeah, facts. More likely to exhibit type A behavior. What's type A?
Oh, like alpha.
Oh, A. She's the
Yeah.
alpha.
She's the alpha.
What is it? Ranked third highest in marital marital satisfaction
Oh.
amongst
What is
top
that?
4.
Among top 4
Like
types
you're
in college
like will be the
GPA.
most like satisfied in their marriage. Like top 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
pretty
man's
good.
gonna be whipped.
You're actually number 1.
Yeah, that
Like
makes
in
sense.
terms of
Is it? Wait.
yeah, you have top 4 like in GPA.
Among types most satisfied with their work. That's really good.
I think
Yeah,
yeah.
fair.
High-ranking personal values include health, financial
Yeah.
security, achievement, and prestige. Oh
so
my
accurate.
god, that is the most accurate thing ever.
What?
Health, financial security, achievement,
Oh
and
my
prestige.
god.
That's true.
Straight
That
up
could-
you.
that-
That
that
is straight
Got
up you.
him.
Overrepresented among bank of officers, financial manager, and business
Ooh,
owners.
you're a
Yeah,
finance
that makes
bro.
sense. You could be a
You've been working at Wall Street.
I should have went to business.
Yeah. It's okay, bro. We here.
Hobbies and interests. Popular hobbies for
Building and repairing things around the home.
Building and repairing things around the home.
Well, I mean, architecture.
Gardening.
No.
No.
Volunteering and community service.
Ooh.
Wait, are we sure this isn't? Yeah.
That's not
Volunteering
true.
and community service. I could not see a TV.
Yeah.
For IB
Sitting there
hours,
trying to-
maybe.
For the cats.
Yeah. Okay. What are yours? Yeah. This
Where do you
is
see
yours.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Here, wait. You go fix it. This is my job.
Underrepresented among people suffering from substance abuse.
You wouldn't imagine this person to be like having substance abuse.
Oh, I wouldn't. Okay,
you
I was
wouldn't.
like, girl. Highest in resources for coping with stress.
So that means if someone else is stressed, they come to you and like
Okay, actually, I can totally see that. I think it's
Yeah.
probably because I've been really stressed, so.
Yeah, like they come to you for reassurance and help.
Second most likely of all types to report believing in a higher spiritual power. Likely of all types to stay in college.
Oh, for sure. If Camilla drops out, it's not Camilla. like
It's not
somebody's like actually like
Yeah.
kidnapped her and like
Yeah.
Taking her hostage.
and like cloned her. Like so
But yeah, I guess that kind
it's just
of.
good.
What do you guys think of your guys' test result? You think it's accurate to you?
I think some of Camilla's is not accurate.
Which
which
one?
Some of it's not true.
Like which one?
Like I feel like you might be more of a mix of mine and yours.
oh, maybe actually. Yeah.
Because that whole like loving and caring, I'm stuck on that. Like
Just
the
doesn't
word.
go on camera.
No, but like you're not like the like oh give me a hug type.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
you're not,
I
you're
know.
not.
There's
I
no
don't think
such
so.
thing.
Well, no, it depends.
Okay,
like
you-
with close family and friends, I can.
I know, but like
But with
I don't-
like
you know, there's like some people are like
Externally, no.
oh like you know like I want to give you a hug. Like I want to give you straight dab. Like it just
You know the episode I did before, right? We were talking about like moving on, and we talked about like high school stuff, right? And then we'd also talked about relationships. And I said my friend group, like we didn't talk about guys. Like if you noticed, like in high school we really didn't. We were so like school, like academic stuff.
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
didn't.
right. And then I was like thinking, I was like, I'm so glad I was in that atmosphere. Because imagine if we did go,
I'm so
you
worried
know,
about boys all the
yeah.
time. Like imagine.
Look, we
Yeah.
were not
We
like
don't
that.
have time
like,
for
You
that.
didn't even like mention guys. Like you know, you didn't even
fair.
like we.
Because I just didn't care. Like it was just one of those things. I was like,
I got hung up on a few.
Moment of weakness. Moment of weakness.
Listen, we all go through those patches
You-
of tough times.
Yeah. I was kind of in the middle. Like I didn't care, but at the same time, I was kind of like whatever.
I was chilling. Like I feel like I was just like,
Yeah. Like, because imagine if we did like the dating people like left, right, and then,
Yeah.
like it's too much.
But you know what's also crazy? The emotional development I've witnessed you, like it's insane. No, like Farron, I knew her in grade 10
Yeah.
to now. Those
she
two
used to
people
be
would hate each
so
other right
much more shy.
now.
Yeah.
Farron was
Now
such a
it's
good-
like I feel like you've grown out of your shell now.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
really
yeah.
come out of that shell.
Like
you know?
a-
you
yeah.
are who you're supposed to
Now
be.
you're
Oh, that's so sweet.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're becoming who you want to be in the world.
Oh, for
you know?
sure.
Like it's actually like very visible.
Oh really? That's really
Yeah,
nice.
very
Thank you.
visible. Like
I
through,
agree.
especially like through the vlogs.
No,
like,
Yeah.
Farron's
You
like
can totally
grown.
see it. You can
Like
totally
she's
see it.
actually like. I swear to God, every single year in high school, she was a different person, like a good different person, like a
Damn.
development
And like
up.
it used to be genuine, like a timid, shy person.
I was really
And
shy.
every like it continued to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
Now you're like
Yeah,
really
yeah, I see
out
what
there,
you
you
mean.
know.
I think it's like one thing is like I feel like I talked about this before, but like I always like made the right friends. Like you get what I mean? Like even in high school, I'm thinking about it. Like I'm really glad like you know we were together and the friends I did make because I'm thinking of like other people like they would have made my character so much more different. You know?
Honestly.
like
100%.
100%.
The friends that I had in junior high school,
Oh yeah, you told us. I remember.
like,
You too, man. The
Yeah.
way
the
you
thing
just like
is, they were
grew.
like very much like centered around boys, like just like
Yeah.
drama, like gossip, like
Okay, no, same.
very
yeah.
like very centered around like social like very much like social media, like you know, like just cared about like doing stuff for
Yeah.
social media.
Like they
It was
just don't
like
understand.
very much like just toxic, totally toxic,
Yeah.
totally toxic. And then versus like high school where I met like you guys,
Dude, I'm so glad. Like, I'm honestly
it was,
so
You guys
glad.
are day
totally different
ones.
transition.
Forever
You know what I mean?
day one.
Like imagine if we like fought over guys or
I even
never.
imagine fighting like what?
Like what the? Dude, we were so unproblematic. We never. Did we ever have
No.
beef? Did we
No.
ever
Only
have
that one. We never had beef. No, we never had beef.
Oh my god.
There was one time I locked down and
yes.
Oh, yeah,
she
that's
hated her. Or I hated her.
No, but like obviously every friend group, like everyone's
No, we've
different.
never
There's like
had a-
arguments, but like people had straight up
But you
like
remember
beef.
the other bro? She straight up had so much beef with her. Like
Shit.
I was so
that was
Wow.
insane. It was
That was insane. No, even like
That's why I
other-
love COVID. It's like, listen,
This is a camp. This whole thing's a campaign.
it exposed so much wrong people.
I agree 100%.
That
What do you mean?
It really switched my mindset. COVID was my breaking point for the better.
I feel like I saw that happen.
But you dropped like
I dropped her
for example.
permanently in COVID.
Oh,
You were still friends with her
Yes, because I came back and went into my old habits.
Oh,
And then
Because the thing is,
I
like,
permanently
she was
did
really,
it.
Like totally like the jealous type of Nadine.
Yeah.
Like
They will
just
wrap
was
it up in,
not
like,
like
5-ish
best
Yeah.
wishes. You know what I mean? You know how you can like tell people have your best interests. You know.
I think one of the biggest changes for Nadine is like taking care of your of yourself. Like you understand your boundaries. Like that's the huge change.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like, you know, in grade 10 you were just like so accepting to stuff and like I felt like you let people cross that boundary. But now you're like, no, I'm like this independent, like you're a girl boss. You're like, you know, doing this like high ass
I think the biggest thing is now I just don't say anything. I used to be so like easy to give like information, trusting. I used to be so trusting. I'm not trusting anymore.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's been a few events that have led up to that.
I don't trust anymore.
Some plus some, a few events plus is equal to nitty.
But I feel like you're more to yourself, and that's such a good thing because, like, boundary-wise, like, you're not letting people, like, hurt you like that, you know? I feel like that's the biggest change, and I love seeing that, you know? You're respecting your boundaries. You're knowing your worth. You're knowing your worth, and I think that's really good.
Yeah.
No, there's been, like, a lot of transition for all of us.
Here's to another 6 years, boys.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be at my hypothetical marriage.
Yo, it's gonna work out, bro. It's gonna work out. Don't worry.
I better be invited to your weddings.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna come.
Dude, I just want to crush. Like, forget about marriage.
You know, my parents are gonna bring me to Egypt next summer. We're supposed to go during winter break, hey?
To, like,
oh, really?
Like, to look for
I was like literally complaining to them the other day. I'm like, you expect me to get married? There's no way. And my dad was like, bet. He's on the move.
He's scouting.
But I also told him, I was like, if you see any nice people at the mosque, I'm like, you know what? No one's good enough for you guys. You do it. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's true.
If you see a nice boy at the mosque,
But that was a nice... Dude, our thing literally lasted for like 2 hours. 2 hours in.
I don't know how much of that you can actually use, though.
No,
that's a 2-minute podcast.
We started talking about, like...
Okay.
Yeah, but... Okay,
Nothing that'll end my career.
No,
Dude,
nothing.
this literally looks like a Popeyes ad. Why did we have this, like, perfectly in the center? Like, this has been, like...
Yeah.
Just blur it out.
Nah, it's okay.
You don't need that free promotion.
But yeah, okay, thank you guys for coming on this third episode. It was kind of scattered, but I think that was nice because, you know, you got a little bit of a mukbang. And I think the food was pretty great. We're just chilling. We have 2 sushis left. But yeah, other than that, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. This thing is probably going to be so choppy with all the stuff we cut out.
It's okay. I think that's going to be fun.
Cut!
The blooper reel in itself.